So we're going to start seated today for this yoga session, but please sit comfortably. So you might choose to sit against a wall or sit with your legs straight, or you might be comfortable with them cross-legged. Okay, so then we want to sit tall, but we don't want any tension. So as much as your posture will allow you to sit up, we'll just take a couple of shoulder rolls just to loosen any tension in the shoulders, and then just moving your head, perhaps dropping the ear to the shoulder. Let's just do that once more. Dropping the chin to the chest, and then just looking up, however is comfortable. So then perhaps the shoulders can drop a little bit there, and we can feel our body just sitting a bit deeper into the ground. Bring your thumb and your forefinger together here in this mudra position. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Let any expression lines just melt off the face so the face softens. And draw the head back a touch. If you can, let your shoulder blades just come together just a little bit, so you've got good posture there, but stay relaxed. Then when you feel ready, bringing focus to the breath, and breathe in and out through the nose. As you breathe in and out, see if gradually you can soften through the chest and the collarbones, so the breath comes more into the ribs and the belly. Slowing the breath down a little bit as you find that deeper breath or lower breath. And then before we start to move, just being aware of the body here. So just take a scan, notice the body and how it feels today. So notice if your lower back is a little bit stiff, if your legs are tired, if you've been walking at the weekend. Just noticing, perhaps there's something on your mind, or just a little feeling of anxiety or stress, just appreciating and noticing that. Because we're going to see if we can work through all of that throughout the class, so we finish feeling much better. So when you're ready, drop your chin to your chest again, and let's open the eyes gradually here. And then when you're ready, lift your head. So we're going to stay seated for a little bit, so if you're uncomfortable, do change your leg position. We're going to start just rolling the shoulders back. And then if you feel able, you're going to bring your fingers just to your ears. I'm going to roll those shoulders back. And then roll the shoulders forward, as big or as small as this works for you. And mine are making lots of noises. Relax the arms down. We're going to semicircle. So we're coming towards one knee and across to the other. We stop in the center and we go back the way we came. So it'd be good to exhale as you travel around. And maybe take your in-breath when you're here. Now we're going to add an arm into this. So you take a side bend when you're at one side, and then you're semicircling round and changing arms. Now I'm going a bit slower than normal today because sometimes this can be a bit confusing. So if you find it confusing, stay with me. Otherwise, feel free to go more at the pace we were going at before. Each time, see if you can take your arm a little bit further back. Okay, and relax. Now if you're sitting cross-legged, you might want to change those around. Okay, so we're coming back to this, but now we're going to twist. Again, you can change the arms if you need to. So sitting up a little taller, rotating one way and then the other way. This is very warming, not particularly easy. So just do as many as feels good for you. Okay, and relax. So bring your legs straight in front of you. Flex your feet and then push your feet away. Okay, bend your right leg. Now you've got two options. You can just take the right foot in the hand, or some of you might have done this before with me. You can put your fingers, interlace them in between your toes. Now see how it suits you, okay? Doesn't suit everyone. Then wherever you are, holding the foot or there, we're moving this leg. And you just do what feels good. So it might want to lengthen, it might want to go to different sides. You might want to hold under the thigh. So playing around with this leg, moving the hip, moving the knee to warm both of those. Then placing that foot across your knee, taking your fingers out. And we're just going to lift and lower this knee. Take your time so it's less of a pulse. Just letting that hip open a little bit. Okay, bend that leg now. Hold that knee in. Just sit up really tall and lift your chest. So you might need to pull on that shin a little bit to help you lift your chest. So let's change sides. So the other leg bends. You make your choice whether you're interlacing fingers or not. Not very good at this today. Getting my fingers in between my toes. Then you're going to play with this leg. Alright, and this leg might want different things to the other leg. Put that heel across the other thigh. Take your fingers out. Lift and lower this knee. Okay, place that foot down, hold the shin, sit up really tall, lift your chest. Bring legs long again, or some of you might need a bend in the knees. Clasp the hands. Coming back to our semicircle, but we're going like this time. So we semicircle one way, then the other way, with straighter legs. If you can, flex your feet. So this is really good for the organs, like your stomach and organs inside of you. Just to move those a little bit. And we're also bringing a little bit of length into the legs there. Okay, well done. So coming to all fours, hands or forearms. We're going to exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, lengthen the leg, and then change knees. So we exhale in, inhale, lengthen, and change. And when you bring the knee in, you're really rounding the back. Let's do one more each side. And now let's push up and back to downward dog. And then here you can either stay still or you can walk through your feet. Whatever feels good for you. You can spend more time on one than the other. Just use it again as you need it. And come down to the knees again. Pass the back arm through for a twist. Now a couple of options here. You can push through this top hand to move you through a bit more and you can stay there. Or you can come to your elbow and stack your hands. Now if you're here with me, push the top hand down so the head lifts and you feel the shoulder blades coming together. Inhale to all fours and step the front leg forward. Now if this doesn't suit your knee, just do one or two of these and hold them for longer. But otherwise we're going to move back and forward. So it might not suit your back knee. So you can go at this speed with me. So you're lengthening the front leg and the back hip. Or you might choose just to hold in each position for a couple of breaths. You're warm enough to do that if you prefer. Come back to all fours. Pass the arm through away from me. Find your twist there. Then coming to the elbow if you want to. Stacking the hands and pushing the top hand down. Stepping the back leg forward now. And again, moving forward and back. Be up here, whatever works for you. And come and lay on your front and bring hands under shoulders. And then from here, lift hands and squeeze shoulder blades together. So you're building a bit of strength in those postural muscles there in the upper back. Then bring the hands down and lift the legs. So we come to a bit of an extension in the lower back. You can always do one leg if you want to. And we're just doing those two again. So hands off, squeeze those shoulder blades. Hands down, lift the legs. Okay, come back to your knees. Now you might just want to sit and watch me for a moment. So we did this in our warming section here. So you can repeat that if you want to, changing legs. Otherwise we're going to take this up onto the feet. So we'll come to down dog. We'll come to a three-legged dog here. We'll push back. Then we'll bring that knee forward, just like we did on all fours, round through the back. Come back to down dog and change legs. Okay, so we're going to do between 2 and 5 repetitions. So you might choose to do 2 on your feet and come back down to your knees, or you can do 5. I'll do 4, so I'm somewhere in the middle. So inhale when the leg is long, wherever you are. Exhale when the knee comes through and really round the back. Then change legs. Inhale long, exhale when you come through. So just keep changing. Make sure if you're on your foot that you really pivot off that foot so you come forward to more of a plank position. So you just keep going. You might have decided you've had enough now, and you could either come to child's pose or to forward fold. I'm on my last one. So you can do one more if you want, or we can come to forward fold wherever we are. Perhaps come and join me now in forward fold. Yeah. And then find a position here that suits you, elbows on thighs or hands down. Just hang for a moment. Let's bring the hands down now, and let's just take the upper body one way and then the other way. Bring the hands then to a flat back position. Inhale and rise. Let's come to the top. Take a side bend. And then change sides. And then release your arms. Okay, so we'll stay here, come towards the front of the mat and take a big step back with, let's do your front leg, so leg closest to me. So we're going to come to a standing lunge, okay? So front leg is bent, back leg is as straight as you can. And you could be halfway down, or you could work more at a right angle. So see what works for you. We're going to bring the hands behind us. Roll the shoulders down and back and squeeze the shoulder blades. So check your knees above your ankle and that it doesn't roll in, and really lift your chest. Inhale, place the back heel down and lift the arms. On your next exhalation, come forward to an extended Virabhadrasana 1 pose. See if you can make a diagonal line from the back foot right through to the fingertips. So you hold here, and if you can, really reach through the arms too. I'm going to fall over today. Hands come down. Now we come to a low lunge, so you might need to wriggle that back leg further away. Now if this front leg needs a break, just put your back knee down for a moment. Okay, because we're working that thigh for a long time. Otherwise, I want you to turn away from me now. So you lift your back arm and you turn, reaching right up. Then change arms. See if you can turn the chest to me, but not the feet. So the feet stay facing forward. Hands come down, back heel comes down, and I want you just to lengthen that back leg just a little bit. So some of you might get a stretch, some of you might not. Just come out of the thigh for a moment. Then bend the leg again, place your elbow on your thigh, bring your other hand to your hip. Now we should now be an extended warrior. So you might need to check your setup. We're still working the same leg. I'm going to reach this top arm. Now I've kept you on this leg for a long time, so if you need a break, just come out of it and then rejoin. So we're going to stay here with the leg in a deep bend if we can, and we're going to swap elbow to elbow and reach the other arm forward. So you're reaching your back arm forward. Now, can you then bring this hand down again? And then you just look to your palm. Keep that leg bent though. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. And then bring the hands down and walk yourself to the center. Bring your feet to face forward, hands to your thighs, and roll up. And step in. So this side should feel quite different to the other one. We're going to inhale and lift that right leg. So we're now working our other leg, and just hold the knee. Then from there we're going to open the knee to the side, lift the other arm to counterbalance you. Step down and just watch my progression of that. So it's the same leg, lifts, we open to the side, then we see if we can slide our hand to the shin or maybe the ankle. But can you see how high my knee is? So let's do that together. So leg lifts, arm opens, bring the leg to the side. It's flower pose if you know it. So we're seeing if we can keep the knee up, hold the ankle if you can, bring the leg behind you, reach the other arm forward. And step down. So let's have a go on the first part of that on the other side. So knee lifts, and the whole aim of this is to keep the knee up, which is why we're starting it with just this knee pose here. We open to the side. We have a moment and we step down. So this leg's still going to be a bit fatigued from the previous sequence. So take a moment. Then when you're ready, lift the knee again, leg around. And you might say, you know what, I'm just going to stay here, Karen. Or you might be able to slide the hand further back. Arm reaches forward. Keep coming if you can. Woo. And step down. Well done. So come to the front of the mat the other way. Take a big step back. So the leg that feels like it's still got the work in it is behind you. So we find our standing lunge here. We bring our hands behind us. We squeeze the shoulder blades together. So we really lift the chest. Find the breath and see if you can push strong through that back leg. Inhale, back heel down, arms reach, palms together. Extended warrior one. Pushing through that back foot, keeping that back foot really connected into the ground. Then lengthening the arms. Bring the hands down, let the breath keep flowing. Low lunge. You might want a moment here, or you might want to do it all here. Inhale, lift the back arm so you turn away from me. Then changing arms, but keeping everything forward. Turning, eye gaze if you can. Hands come down, lengthen that front leg a little bit. I don't mind if the back heel's off. Then see if you can put your back heel down and turn it to me. Bend that left leg again and bring your left elbow to your thigh. And here we are in extended warrior. So set yourself up if you need to. Reach the arm, relax the shoulders. Then we change elbow for elbow or hand for hand. We reach, we look to the palm, progress it if you can, and then stay for a couple more breaths. Hands come down, come back to the center, hands to your thighs, and roll up. Coming to a balance again. So that left leg you were just working, you're going to bend it. Now we're coming to Natrajasana or dancer's pose, but I'm going to give you an option. So you can take the foot with the same hand, or you can take the foot with the opposite hand if you're able. Reach the arm forward, find a steady eye gaze. Then see if you can push the foot into the hand. Push that foot up and away. Really take your time because I've fatigued both of your legs already. And step down. Well done. Change legs. When you're ready, pushing the foot into the hand. And step down. Give those legs a shake. Bring your feet hip distance. Bring your arms forward. And let's take the right arm under the left into eagle arms. And then lift your elbows here. And then see if you can roll down. So I'm going to roll all the way down. So you get a stretch all the way up the back of the body, through the shoulders. And let the head be heavy here. Then release into a forward fold. Bring hands to your shins and just reach your left arm forward. So what you might feel here is the right side of the back strengthening. See if you can keep a bit of a lift in your chest there. Come down again and roll yourself back up. Arms lift, arms travel forward. Other arm comes under, lift the elbows. When you're ready, rolling back down. Unwrapping the arms, finding a flat back, lifting the other arm. Now you know where you're going with this. You might be able to keep a lower position in your flat back. Exhale to forward fold again. And then inhale and rise. Come to back bend. And then bring your hands here to your heart center. Come and step wide and turn your right foot out. From here, you're going to bend your leg and come to warrior two. Check your setup so knee is out. And then you've got the option today of lifting your heel. Alright, so that will get a bit more work here in the upper hip if you want it. From here, we're going to take Sun Warrior. And then you're going to see if you can take your wrist and pull yourself further over. So I've put my heel down now, so you just do what works for you. Heel can stay off. We're just holding and breathing here. And then release, straighten the leg, open the arms and change sides. So setting up warrior two, the other side, arms open, heel can lift. Come to Sun Warrior, see if you can take the wrist and pull yourself over. And release. Bring hands to your hips, bring feet to face forward and push your hips back into a flat back here. And then you can either bend knees and relax down, or you can stay here if you like the stretch in the back of the legs. Hands come down and come and lay on your front. Take your arms out, so they're coming out on the diagonals. And feet are wide too, so we're in a lying star position. And from here we're going to lift both legs and arms, but you could do one or the other. So we inhale and we lift, and we're going to see if we can hold. Chin is slightly tucked, arms are as straight as you can get them, and you've got to keep breathing somehow, and rest. From here we're doing one more, so we're going to breathe in and lift. And rest. Then pushing back to child's pose. Okay, so we're going to come to a plank on our elbows today. So we're coming down. Now you could either be in a modified version here on your knees. And when we push back, you could push back like so, or you can come up to your feet. Okay, first of all, we're just going to hold the position. We're going to really energize up through the legs. And think of even right through to the top of the head as your plank. Don't want to feel anything in the lower back here. So keeping a neutral spine if you can. And then knees down. Then from here, you're going to push back. Not all the way to child's pose, but pushing through those arms. So we're working on dolphin. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Letting the head drop. Now it's a little bit harder because of the position I've got your arms. We often have our hands clasped or together, so you could go there. Otherwise, see if you can stay here. Right, so here's where you might want to go. So you're coming back to your plank. Then from your plank, you're going to push back. Exhale and push back. So you could still be on your knees doing it there, otherwise you're going to inhale, come back to your hover. So your dolphin's a bit long because we've got to keep those legs where they are. Exhale. Inhale, push up and back. Exhale. So this is shoulder strength if you can do it with me, but feel free to be on the knees like I showed you. One more time, come forward. You feel that in your shoulders now, right here. And push back. And then rest. And come and sit. So let's bring soles of the feet together actually, and bring hands behind. And then I really want you to push through your chest so you get a stretch there across the front of the shoulders. Then we're going to come and lay on our backs. And we're going to come up to a bridge position here. Really push the hips high, and today see if you can clasp your hands and walk your shoulder blades in. So feeling the squeeze in the upper back. You're actually here, you're on the outer part of the arm. You might want to come back down. You might want to stay for another breath or two. Much harder with the hands clasped, so if you're there, you can always unclasp them. And let's roll down and bring the knees in. We're going to take one more of those. I'm going to give you the option to perhaps lift one leg and then the other, or not. But really seeing if you can focus on the upper back, squeezing that, lifting the chest. All right, so let's come again. So we lift, we clasp the hands, and we stay. Then if you feel you can, you might want to come to a one-legged bridge, maybe 2 breaths. Don't go there if your hips are dropping. I think mine were there a little bit, and then change sides. And then foot down, arms release, and we roll back down. So bringing knees in and holding them there. Taking legs wide now for a stretch. So you feel the stretch in your inner thighs. Then coming to happy baby pose, you might choose to hold shins rather than feet. And then if you like it here, you can kind of do a bit of the two put together. So you can straighten one and bend one. Bring knees back in and come and sit up. Come and sit forward and bend your right leg. And then we're going to wrap and turn to the right. And if you want to, you can tuck this other leg under if you want, whatever is the best twist for you. Now for a deeper twist, you can come to the elbow and you can push off the thigh to turn a bit more. And then leave the legs and change the arms. So we just take an open twist. This is quite relaxing. Let's change legs when you're ready. Your option whether you want to bend that bottom leg in or not. Deepening the twist when you're ready. Turning the other way. And then just giving your legs a nice shake out. So we're going to come to relaxation now. I'm going to make it last just a little bit longer today. So you'll probably be laying down for about 7 minutes if you can stay. So if you're busy, you can always stop the recording now, but just do a little bit of breath work before you get up and about your day. Otherwise, put something warm on so you can come and relax yourself down. And I'm going to come and sit a little closer. You don't need to see all of me now. So get yourself warm, get yourself comfortable. I went really quickly for me today, so I hope you enjoyed that. I had a few different things in it. So come and lay down, turn the palms up to face the ceiling and let the arms broaden a little bit so they come a bit wider. That helps the shoulders settle into the ground. Allow the feet and the knees to roll out too, and close your eyes. So I'm going to have a go at doing a little bit of yoga nidra with you today. I'm not sure how well it works in this setting, but it's just me and you right now, so just listen to the sound of my voice. You need to just listen and concentrate on the body parts that I'm naming and letting those relax. So first of all, get yourself really comfortable. And once you're still, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Then bring your focus to your right hip, your right thigh, your right knee, your right shin and calf, the heel of your right foot, the sole of your right foot, the big toe, and all of the toes on your right foot. Your left hip, your left thigh, your left knee, the shin and calf of your left leg, the heel, the sole, the big toe, and all of the toes on your left leg. Your right shoulder, your right upper arm, your right elbow, your right forearm, the wrist, the thumb, the first finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger of your right arm. Your left shoulder, your left upper arm, your left elbow, your left forearm, your left wrist, the thumb, the first finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the little finger of your left hand. Your abdomen, your collarbones, your neck, your shoulder blades, your mid-back, your lower back, your jaw, your lips, your right cheek, your left cheek, your right eye, your left eye, your right eyebrow, your left eyebrow, and the brow of the head. Then noticing your breath, breathe in and out, and just let it come and go now, in its own rhythm, in its own way. Invite your breath in. Inhale, exhale. The rhythm of your breath. And if your mind drifts, just choose to bring it back to your breath, to this little moment in time of peace and quiet for you. Breath in, breath out. And now I'd like you to scan your body again and see if it feels any different to when we started. So if you were that person with the achy lower back, hopefully that's eased out a little bit. Hopefully there's more relaxation but less fatigue. And maybe even you've forgotten about that thing you were worrying about. I had a stressful start at school today with Thomas, but even that had lost my mind. And I'm teaching the class, so hopefully it's helping you as much as me. So when you're ready, start to move the legs, move the arms, maybe stretch. Curl up if that feels good. And gradually wake yourself up. I'm a bit closer to the screen, so if I'm on someone's TV, I might be a bit close to you. So hello. So when you're ready, come and sit up. And let's just take a couple more breaths together. So we could maybe bring our hands to our heart center. One more breath. And if you're doing it in the morning, then I wish you a good day. And if you're doing it in the evening, I hope you've had a good day. I miss you all. Namaste.